Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Legend of Berndahl. We are in the Swamp of Sorrows in the Goblin Camp of Sorrowmurk. We are... Yep, we're working for this guy named Crazy Larry. Yeah. And I just realized I've got some controls that aren't being correctly mapped. Let's see. I normally have WASD as my move forward, move backward, strafe left, strafe right, but for some reason my Q and E for turn left, turn right aren't working. So, yep, there we go. Alright, so here we go. What does Crazy Larry want? Our trade frigate's still all the way out there on the water, swarming with goblins. Sorry about that, but really, we need a way to get you out there and get our stuff back. There's quality goods left on that ship. Quality, like my middle name. So his name is Crazy Quality Larry. Lucky for you, I have an idea. Head right outside camp and check along the north wall. My son Jerry will get you over there with our cannon. If he's been practicing, that is.
Hurry back!
Okay, I think we met his, Oh, and we need to hit merchant, because our bags are filling up.
Talk to me!
Yep, and we need to get some stuff repaired. Let's just make sure we're not selling something that's better than what we're wearing, because it's been a little while. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. 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 Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I think we met his son earlier. And, actually, I thought that was his son right there. Little Crazy Jerry.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
Load me into that cannon, boy. Oh, I didn't realize I was going to be... Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oof. And I managed to do that without dying. Which is always impressive. Okay, I'm looking for 1,000 thread count fuse. And extra pure blasting powder and stack of questionable publications. This looks like it might be a fuse with 1,000 thread count. Ah, so soft. Okay. And... Huh. Maybe further down. That looks like we got something here. Stack of questionable publications. Excellent. Yeah, after doing Argent Crusade quests on in the Eastern Plaguelands, this somehow feels a little bit not quite as wholesome. Hopefully we can get back to working with the Alliance or the Argent Crusade and not just work with goblins to continue their questionable quest lines. Yeah, we can. We can totally attack that. Okay, let's get... I'm gonna get in and fire it. What could go wrong? It's funny, in most other games, if you shove yourself into a cannon and let it alight, you don't just end up where you wanted to go. You kind of end up dead. Not even a parachute, even. Wow. Okay. Here's your... Let's see. We didn't actually get the items. But you got it? Did you get it? Did you try the cannon? You didn't explode? Yeah, that's kind of my experience, too. My high-grade fuse, my imported blasting powder, and my hello there, I'll be taking that. Those are worth more gold than you're wearing, you know. Thanks for your help. High-grade greaves. Which are not as good as the ones we've got, but... Oh, no, sorry, they're better than the ones we've got. Hey, while you were out, Baron stopped by. He kicked me until money came out. He always does that, though. But this time, he asked me to tell you something. He wants you to go south and help out the herbalist Baba Bogbrew. She's all the way across the water. But just talk to my girl Daisy outside, and she'll send you there the crazy Larry way.
Right back.
That's just what I was hoping for, is more crazy Larry ways. Okay, I was wrong. Those greaves are a little bit better. Okay. Hey, Daisy. Little crazy Daisy. Is that his daughter? Dad lets me shoot things. Okay.
Hurry back.
Hurry back. Well, when you're getting fired from a cannon, hurrying's kind of your only option. And I reached level 56 in midair. Okay, is there honestly a cooler way to level up? I don't think so. Okay, level 56. And Baba Bogbrew.
I got what you need.
I've been mixing potions since before the cartel wars, and I don't plan to stop anytime soon. As long as there's a buyer to be had, old Baba will be ready with a sale. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice to have help dropped in. Modern convenience. I can't get enough of it. I'm afraid the rest of the steamweedle here are gone. All the young ones at camp to the east were lost when the Murlocs came. Yes, there have always been Murlocs on these shores, but not in these numbers. They came in droves from the sea at night, howling and frothing, swarming up onto the land to attack. We can't have them still running around now, can we? Would you put an old goblin at ease and go beat some of them back into the water?
Be good.
Normally, I would not just go beat things because a goblin asked me to, but Murlocs do tend to be dangerous to everybody, not just goblins. So, come on, Logger, let's go take care of some Murlocs. I also got some serpents. And some turtles. Not hostile turtles. That's good. Those are my favorite kind of turtles. Those are probably tortoises, actually.
Too far away.
Wow, they've taken over a whole town. She did say that, though. And we even got ourselves an elite. Crusader pauldrons of the boar. No, not as good as what I'm wearing. And mail to boot. These are big Murlocs. These are, like my size. Hello, Murlocs. No? No more Murlocs? Oh, there's another Murloc. Okay. Well, let's go head down to the beach. Now that's a big tortoise.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Okay. Why don't you come in here to land so I don't have to come out there? Okay, you're not going to.
Too far away.
Come here, come here, come here. Suppose I could use my taunt. Oh well. It's too much work. Just one more. Yay. Okay. Ah, darn. I was kind of getting used to just heading to the nearest cannon and getting shot back, but apparently I'm going to have to get back the hard way. Swamp of Sorrows. So, yeah, I was just sitting here thinking, like, my taunt button down here. So I don't play. I mean, I obviously, since I only put up 3 videos a week, I don't play every day, but, see, you have to wonder just what's out there. This is the coast of the Forbidden Sea, with nothing but beyond its reaches, but all those fishy folk just stomped right out of here, right out of it. What's more, I saw where they've been going. I've been seeing sea creatures acting oddly through the whole swamp. The Murlocs, yes, but the Gilblins and the Makura, even some Naga wander ashore the other day. Something's calling them here, and working them into a frenzy to boot. Many of the creatures have been drawn to the Stagobog Cavern to the west. Something's down there, and if it gets any stronger, we'll all start wandering in there too. Should put a stop to whatever it is before that happens. Slay Rungith the Lost. Okay. We can do that. Rungith the Lost. Wonder how I get down there. She said in the caves, right? Is there a cave entrance? It looks like there's a cave entrance right up here. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying is, oh, this is definitely the right place. Enthralled crustaceans. Enthralled giblins. Hey, you. What I was saying is, I don't play every day. So, what I tend to do is I just have like a set rotation of powers that I use. You know, occasionally I'll use a heal, or sometimes I'll use one of these shields, but I don't know, it's just, at least with me, it's when you've got like 12, 14 powers, it's kind of hard to, you know, have them figured out to where you're going to use them regularly. So I usually just use like 3 or 4 powers. And even when I'm playing a lot of Warcraft, I'm usually switching back and forth between several characters. And each of them has different rotations and different kind of powers. And it's rare to have 2 characters of different classes that, you know, you can put 4 buttons down and you just use them in the same circumstances. In fact, I can't think of a single time I've ever been able to do that. But, so just, it's kind of an interesting game. Oh, crap. Well, that's what happens when I'm talking and not paying attention, is I fall down a big hole and then have to go all the way back up. But what I was going to say is an interesting game design issue is, especially for a game you want people to play a lot of, you want all the character classes to play the same. You don't want it to just be like, oh, you just hit your trigger and pew pew pew, and that's how you play all characters. But at the same time, it's you know, there's a case to be made that you could make World of Warcraft a lot harder of a game, and you could say, hey, you've got all these powers, let's not fall this time. Oh, it looks like not falling is not an option. How do I get over there? Okay, let's just go this way. I mean, you could go and say, we're going to go and create scenarios that require you to have to use all your powers to succeed. But then it's like, I don't know, for people like me that like to play a bunch of different characters, it seems like it would make the game maybe a little bit too hard. And I know for a lot of people, it makes the game, not doing that makes the game too easy. It's like, I have 12 powers, but I really only need 4 of them to be able to succeed in most cases. This guy looks like some kind of crazy old one minion. That's not good. We don't need to be dealing with those. But, yeah, so... Professional expert, just hit 225. I do know that, like, one of the nice things about Legion is, and the quest lines to get your artifact weapon, they typically, all the quests are class specific, right? So if I go for my Paladin artifact weapon, it's going to be a quest line that only Paladins do, nobody else. And they, at least with the like mages and druids, they will have parts of the quest that you can only succeed at if you use powers that are normally not in your main in your main rotation when you're just leveling. And I found that really interesting. Like, as a mage, they have quests that you need to be able to use your blink, right? You can teleport forward 10 feet. And so they put specific barriers in the way that you can only blink past. There's no other way past them. And so they kind of force you to use your little used powers. And I think raiding is the same way. Some of the raids are built so that some of the powers that you don't usually use a lot of tend to become a lot more useful. But, oh my, it seems like you ran across quite a sinister being. I wonder what one of those was doing all the way out here. And a sinister belt. I settled here well before Bog Paddle was founded, to brew my potions and to find some peace and quiet. I know this swamp like the back of my old gnarled hand. There's been a change in the wildlife recently. Those winged snakes you may have seen in the Stackle Bog are wind serpents, and they haven't been seen around here for ages. They're also primed for ingredients, if they're the kind I'm thinking of. Be a dear and gather me some of their hearts, will you?
Keep it real.
Well, given that they are obviously aggressive and causing problems, I think I can help you out with that, but I am still looking forward to heading to the nearest Alliance outpost and helping do some real work instead of just helping goblins. But anyway, it's I kind of wonder about that, about
Too far away.
having a game where like you can go and do just like single player PvE content like I've been doing this whole series, which is actually pretty straightforward and probably on the easier side of the game. And then you have like PvP, where you end up using a lot of different powers, and like you very rarely ever just stop and stand still and fight stuff, because you always want to be on the move. But and then there's raiding that, well, really raiding, I'm basically saying raiding and PvP are both a lot harder than just your generic leveling PvE type experience. And for those, they tend to use some powers that are... They tend to use more powers than you might while you're just leveling up. Anyway, I just find it interesting to make a game where there are certain powers that a significant portion of your community will probably never use, or they'll use once and twice, and then they'll go back to their normal rotation. But some of those powers will be used in special circumstances like PvP and raiding, and then some of these powers will hardly ever be used ever again after you try them out and figure you've probably got something that works better for you. But don't be squeamish now. Hear your hearts. Let's have a look then. Oh dear. That's what I thought these were. They might still be usable, but it's horrid to have such things in my backyard. These serpents must be from the Temple of Atal'Hakkar. I already had a hint. Not a few days ago, I had a visitor stop by to ask me to keep an eye out for such things. An elf by the name of Atharius. I'm sure he didn't think I could see through his form. He was a green dragon in disguise, come here to help his fallen brothers, no doubt. He may very well be onto something. Atharius left for the temple itself. Perhaps you'd better go look for him there. Dark things are afoot. Speak with Lord Atharius on top of the steps of the Temple of Atal'Hakkar. That sounds like something we can do, but let's go sell some stuff while we're here.
I got what you need.
Let's see, we've got some clams to open too. So let's... All we got from the clams were clam meat. Who would have guessed? Yeah. Okay, where are we off to now? The Temple of Atal'Hakkar. I recall, if I'm remembering this right, there used to be a quest line here pre-Cataclysm. Or it used to be... This used to be a dungeon. I think it was a dungeon. And there were like some class-specific items that you could get there. I don't remember exactly what. It was a long time ago, but... Okay, we got some spiders. We have a lot of spiders. We have plants that look like spiders. And off to this temple here. And we have giant man-eating fish, or more importantly, dwarf-eating fish. And on to the Temple of Atal'Hakkar. Aha. It is an elf, but not quite an elf.
I am honored.
The Lord Atharius. The goblin sent you. She is a cunning eye, that one. She speaks the truth. I'm here to stem the tide of corruption seeping from this temple. If you would save your people from a wicked fate, Berndahl, I ask for your assistance. Now this is more at my speed. The trolls that lurk within this temple have done grievous harm to my kind, Berndahl. We were sent here to guard this place, and were instead used to unleash the terrible powers within. I must beg you for the help that only a mortal can give. You can be my hand within the temple. Should I enter myself, I risk being turned against my brothers as well. We shall make a pact, if you wish to help. First gather artifacts from the waters around the temple and return them to me.
Good luck, friend.
Sure, I can help out. This is really more my speed. So, there probably is still a dungeon here, because there's actually still a meeting stone. It's funny that I don't see the little dungeon symbol, though. Maybe later. Okay. I know you don't like swimming, Logger, so I'll send you back to where you came. I, on the other hand, am a seasoned artifact hunter from back in my days as a level 3 character, where we went hunting for dwarven artifacts. These don't look like dwarven artifacts. I can say that as an expert on dwarven artifacts. Dwarven artifacts look a lot like rocks. And these look like some sort of, I don't know, pottery. Let's see. Ooh, this one looks nice. Let's get this one. That looks like a pile of skulls. Oh, and that looks like a fish trying to kill me. Yeah, I know for a fact that dwarven artifacts are very rarely ever a pile of skulls. Unless it's like a pile of orc skulls, and then, you know, that's just normal. Do-do-do. And back. Okay, found you those artifacts. Your gathering of these artifacts will be a sign of faith. Once rendered, I will perform the ritual. The essence of the green dragon flight wafts from these artifacts, the vestiges of my corrupted kin, and purifying them, I form a bond between us. Step forward, Berndahl, and receive the oath stone of Ysera's dragonflight. I will need you to enter the temple first, Berndahl. I can join you once a path is secure, but I dare not enter blindly. Turned against my kind, I would be a vicious enemy. You can start by descending the stairs behind me, then swim through the flooded depths of the broken hall. Once there, follow the passageway to the right to find the Hall of Masks. Beware of any temple guards. Once I have found the Hall of Masks, I will contact you through the Oathstone.
Be careful.
Okay. Well, he said that I should follow him, but I don't think I'm actually following him. That was actually kind of a little bit confusing. He said that he couldn't go down here, but that he wanted me to follow him. I also find it a little amusing that it would be really dangerous if he were turned against his kin, but if I were turned against his kin, that would be totally doable. No big deal. He obviously doesn't know who he's messing with right now. Because Berndahl has had many, many adventures, and he has taken on lots of things way bigger than him, including, if I recall correctly, a dragon or two. But I have no intention of being turned to evil down here, so that's not an issue. Okay, so is this the Hall of Masks? It is. Complete. Legends of the Sunken Temple. This is it. These are the bones of my kin. My brethren are being butchered here. It's as I thought. I must ask your help further before I enter, Berndahl. In the passageway outside this room, the hallway proceeds left and right. To the right, it goes down to the Chamber of Blood. Here, Atal'Hakkar perform their dark rituals. They have expected and prepared for my kind for years, but not for you. Enter the Chamber of Blood and slay the priestess Udumbra. She is one of 3 foul presences that must be vanquished before I may enter. Okay, so we're gonna slay Udumbra. And here's the captain, who's an elite dragonborn. And he has no idea what he's talking about, that these guys are not prepared for me. Okay, so chamber outside, you can go to the left or right. Oh, and there's a dungeon. I don't think we'll be going there. He said to go to the right, right? Well, I may be... Ooh, treasure chest. Oh, gauntlets. What was that? Battle color gauntlets. Oh, they're mail. Blah. Why couldn't they be plate? You know, being so close to a dungeon, I should have made sure that these were, I should have made sure that these guys weren't like level 50 elites before I came in here. Because, you know, that happens sometimes. That would have been embarrassing. Let's try not to pull every single troll in here. Oop. Well, I didn't actually mean to just pull her, but she is the one I was set to kill, so. Let's heal up. Step 1 is done. Okay. I don't see any other treasure chests, so let's head back to the entrance before we pull anything else. Step 1, the priestess. Check. Good riddance, another source of corruption in this world put to rest. I thank you for your bravery, Berndahl. Step 2, the bloodletter. The trolls here perpetuate the fall of my brethren to the nightmare. They infect and corrupt green dragons with the blood of the foul god, and harvest the evil that has grown within them. They are being farmed like livestock. This disgusting savagery cannot continue. Return to where you left the Hall of Masks, and take the other corridor towards the butchery. Gore more of the bloodletter, harvest the corpses for these foul and evil rituals there. Take his undeserved life from him. Good. Accept. So now we go the other way. To the butchery. Oh. That is indeed a green dragon he's butchering. Or multiple green dragons. Wow. That's, okay, I will say that's a little impressive. He's got so many dead green dragons. A little bit gross, but green dragons are not easy to kill. A deserved fate. You will not find the pacifism of the red dragon flight among my kin, Berndahl. We will not suffer the intrusions of mortals. All that stands between me and the temple is the prophet Jamalan himself. He is the leader of the Atal'Hakkar trolls here and a foul manipulator. Know that you do not face a mere crazed troll, Berndahl, but an instrument of forces beyond your darkest comprehension. Yet you do not fight alone. My strength and the will of the green dragonflight go with you. Proceed to the dinner of the collar, left through the Hall of Ritual, and then down into the Hall of Bones. At the bottom you will find Jamalan. Okay, can do that. Now he said, is it this way? Den of the Collar. This isn't the right way, I don't think, but it is interesting. Maybe it is the right way. Probably not. But I kind of want to check it out anyway. Chamber of Blood. Is this where the priestess was? Oh, it is. This is just a nice little viewing platform. Also, if you're a ranged character, this would probably be a good way to ambush her. That's kind of interesting. Okay, let's see. This is where I'm going to go and get myself hopelessly lost. Nope, there's the butcher. Okay, so now I'm going to get back to where we need to be. This way. Okay. Through the ritual chamber? Was that up here? Or am I just leaving now? I might be leaving now. Okay, that way's out. So I think this is where we want to go. Nope, this is the Hall of Masks we went to before. Is there an exit on the other side? There is not. Okay, so proceed to the Den of the Collar, left through the Hall of Ritual, and then down to the Hall of Bones. Okay, I'm going to assume that I was actually going the right direction before I just turned back to you soon. So this is the butcher. Yep. So he said proceed to the Den of the Collar. Oh, this is where we were supposed to go. Okay. Den of the Collar, then left through the Hall of Ritual. Okay. Aha. Yeah, this isn't where we went before. Here's the Hall of Ritual. Hey, you. You poisoned me. Don't poison me. Much worse. I'm immune to poison. Well, not really, but... Ooh, a mummy. A mummy troll. Well, now we're getting serious. Who is this down here? There's a merc spitter. Don't spit merc at me. I don't like merc. Okay. Is that who we're trying to kill down there? There he is, Jamalan. We're coming for him. But we gotta kill some more mummies. Another merc spitter. Then in true action hero style, we're gonna skip all these others. Yeah! And attack him from above. Whoa. What? You'll not be getting me that easy. Atal'Hakkar are gonna rise up. Ah, shoot. He has escaped. I should have known it wouldn't be so easy. The path is clear, Berndahl. It is time to return. You've done well, Berndahl. Jamalan may have escaped our grasp, but his retreat paved the way for me to enter the temple as I desire. Stay where you are and do not move. I will hasten your return by pulling your spirit to me through the Emerald Dream. This may cause slight drowsiness. Pew! Wow, okay. Hey.
What brings you here?
You performed a great service for me and my kind, Berndahl. Accept this as a symbol of my gratitude and of your courage. Drain Medallion. I am here to free my kin from the evil within the temple, hopefully for good. Will you assist me? I must confess I have a more personal involvement in this affair. One of the first of the Green Dragons corrupted here was my brother, Aranicus. I thought Aranicus gone, lost forever to the darkest rifts of nightmare, but I have heard that his shade has emerged within the temple. I know not whether it is truly him or an empty, mournful echo. If you wish to help me further, return to the Hall of Masks and journey through the archway into the true sanctum of the temple. I will find you there. And regardless of whether you assist me within the temple, your people must be told of what's brewing here. North of the temple, humans of your mortal alliance have built what they call Marsh Tide Watch. They war with the Horde across the swamp, a raging conflict that I foresee only worsening. It is not my role to interfere in mortal affairs, Berndahl. I simply ask you bring a warning to your people of what lurks within the temple.
Good luck, friend.
That sounds like a good goal. It's actually not very far from Sorrowmark. Surprised I didn't see it on the way here. Okay, well, we are gonna first of all help him in the heart of the temple, and then maybe we'll make our way to Marsh Tide Watch. See if we can find our way back to the Hall of Masks without too much trouble. This is a super cool temple, by the way. Might be full of, mummy trolls and all that, but it's got a very Indiana Jones vibe. Trolls. Why did it have to be trolls? Okay, well, now let's actually pay attention to what he said. Go to the Hall of Masks and journey through the archway into the true sanctum of the temple. Oh, it's a dungeon quest. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing a dungeon. Well, that's too bad. I was looking forward to helping him, but not going to be doing a dungeon today. Oh, well. Maybe next time. Well, probably not next time either, but maybe some future some future series or something. Yeah, maybe I should go and do a series where I make a character and I actually don't show the questing. All I show are the dungeons. That would be kind of interesting. But for now, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave. Lord Atharius to help his brother on his own. Abandon. And we'll make our way to March Tide Watch. Which is good, because I was getting a little tired working for goblins anyway. Oh yeah, it's right there. How did I not see this on the way here? I mean, there's like a big ship in front. And it's not manned by giblins. The Pool of Tears. It's a lot of tears. And yeah, it really does look like Argus is getting closer. I don't know how they managed that. And I don't know how I'm going to manage getting up from here. These are pretty steep hills here. Okay, made it up. Okay, and here we are. March Tide Watch. Hey there.
What can I do for you?
Oh, those are bad crossbows. Okay. And we are on to... Oh, look at this. They got like a whole platoon going. Hey there. Joanna Blueheart. Let's tell her what's going on. Trouble within the temple. I wish we could spare the forces to deal with it. The war with Stonard is already raging, and we need every man we can get.
Have a good one.
Well, she said man. I'm assuming she also means dwarf. So, next time, we will see what we can do to help the Marsh Tide Watch. This is a pretty nice little keep. Not keep, like fortress situation they got going on here. But, yep, next time we will be checking in with March Tide Watch and see what they need, you know, what kind of help we could give them. Anyway, we'll deal with that next time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you soon. Take care.